The day after Thanksgiving, Friday. It's not too busy out here, the roads where I am. I just want you to see Levittown here. Check this out. Look at the prices, the payouts, I should say. 718. They have a plus $5 on-time delivery. 775, $5 plus on-time delivery. 812, $5 plus. 847, that was just posted. And 660 with a $2 tip. Why show you this? A Christmas tree, Monopoly, Panini, something, some kind of game toy, a bicycle, two bicycles, a bicycle. Of course, no food. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'll do that. I took my chances. They had one left. I'm in Target in Freeport. Very local delivery, Freeport delivery. And I'm just going to fit it in my car. I had to think about it. It's a 43-inch. I also I went back to the same store, an Apple iPad mini. And there is a long process to get a product like this to the cashier. You have to get someone to unlock it, make sure that it's the right one. Then they bring it up to the front for you. You don't just get it handed, they don't just hand it over to you. They leave it at a register, and then you have to wait online. But after the 10-15 minutes, that was out of the store. There is a little bit of patience involved when you're buying expensive electronics. This was a few weeks ago. I'm cleaning out my phone, and I didn't accept this. But look at this. I mean, geesh, look at all the kiddie clothes. There was no way I could be on time for this. This would be too time consuming. If they give you an hour to shop for this, they should automatically give you 2 hours to shop for something like this. And the payout wasn't bad, and it had a good tip. Somebody wanted this done, but it would have taken too long. I would have been really late. I mean, geez, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, at least 20 items of kiddie clothes. That would be hard to do. Different pieces, too. It's not like I ran into the store and I go, okay, they want 3 infant shirts or 3 toddler shirts of the same thing. 3 pairs of leggings, 3 pairs of little blue jeans. They usually have those kind of things in abundance. But this, oh my God, I'd be there at least 2 hours. And this is something that was posted in a group like a month ago. And I remember taking a screenshot of it. And while I was cleaning out my phone, I said, there it is. I wouldn't do that. And the payout was like $20. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. I mean, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Just counting the 10 cases of each, the sleeves of 12. And then we'll say about 100 cases of soda. Or, sleeves of 12. That's crazy. No, I wouldn't do that. This is something I was embarrassed about. However, Shipt put it on my account, what I did, and I've delivered to this customer a few times, and I'll probably deliver to them again. And after leaving them this note, they requested me to be a preferred shopper for them. So eventually I will deliver to them again. The address was in Merrick, and I remember the address. Oh, I sure do. I write, I'm sorry. You have to understand, I was in my car. It was late at night. It was like 10:30 at night. It was kind of rainy. And this is what I had in my car. So I did the best that I could. I'm sorry. I paid out of pocket. I will contact Shipt to get you credit. After you receive the credit, you can pay me extra tip. I delivered to you before. You are a good customer. Thank you, Michelle. At that time, this was like 6 weeks ago. At that time, I was really pushing it online. I'm doing stuff that nobody else is doing in my environment. I'm getting one-on-one training. I was exhausted. At the time, I was working online all day, and then I would rush out at night for at least 4.5 hours and squeeze in some shops. And I've been lucky with Shipt. It's been keeping me busy in the evening, and it makes me walk around. I like Shipt. I like shopping and delivering. It's been balancing out, especially at that time. It was balancing me out, and I was just exhausted. And I've done this before, but I've been lucky. Not this time. I went back and I was like, well, when I went back to the store, I didn't know yet. And when I went into the store to do one more shop, it was late at night. It was like, 9:45 or so. I still had an opportunity to accept another shop. And again, it was another Merrick drop-off. During the week, I get that pretty often. Merrick drop-off, Belmore drop-off, Freeport, Baldwin, Uniondale. It's pretty nice, that one. I get lucky with that. I was like, oh, God. She reached out. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. So I didn't say anything after that. I said, you're here. Just buy them, Michelle. People are really nice to you. And I do pretty good with Shipt tips. Customers are really, like today, a preferred customer, they preferred me to be their shopper. The offer came right in, and they gave me a $17 tip. And they live right in Merrick. His name's Patrick. And this is the third time I've shopped for him. And he was like, thank you. I'm so happy you're shopping for me. Really nice. And every time I go to his house, he has a lot of kids. I never see any woman there. He's always by himself. So good things like that. To me, that's karma coming back when it comes to the app. It does happen. I didn't know how to fix it. I really wanted to make the customer happy. That customer was a good tipper. I remember that was a $13 tip. They didn't have to do that. Before they realized the paper towels were gone, the tip already came in, and I was already back in the store for the next shop, and I was like, oh my God. So I spent $18 on Bounty paper towels, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? I never buy that many. I usually buy 2 big jumbo rolls, and I'm good for 2 months, and oh my God, people really use paper towels. So, but it'll come back to me because I've had them a few times. But I've had them on a Thursday and Friday night. So again, I'll be on that schedule again. Oh, I'm out on a Thursday night, an oddball time, shopping at 9 o'clock at night. That'll happen again. I didn't want to just blow them off because I've delivered to them, shopped and delivered several times, and all several times they've given me at least $13 and up. They were very generous and not an overkill shop. And those are the people that you want to make happy. It does happen, and I never did that again. I'm much more thoughtful now when I'm shopping, and I put stuff on the bottom when I leave the store. If I could plop it right on top of a full cart, I do that so I don't forget. You just forget when you're preoccupied and you got a lot of things going on and you're trying to, a struggling entrepreneur. Stuff like that happens. But I'm happy I'm just happy I did the right thing because it was the right thing to do. I made those people happy. Somebody found paper towels on the bottom of a cart, or the cart boy found it and brought them back in. And the customer was happy. And they asked me to be one of their preferred shoppers. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. I wasn't sure what I was going to do over the Thanksgiving weekend. Celebrated Thanksgiving. It was really nice. And got a really good night's sleep on Thanksgiving. And I went out Friday. Had a lazy morning. I didn't head out until like 1-ish. And I said, we'll see what happens. And it kicked off with a Grubhub. And then I had a handful of very local Targets at the Target Express in Freeport. And I just kept busy. I mean, I wasn't slamming, but it wasn't a waste of my time. I wanted to do it. I really was going to take off the whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I looked at the weather. They said Sunday is supposed to be kind of gray. I know those are the best days, kind of grayish. It's going to be half rainy, but today was beautiful. I mean, it's still outside. It's cold, but it's still. And I saw the sun, and I said, I was up early. I was doing things. Let me go out for a while. I pulled up at 7:45. I could have stayed out and taken a few more. Definitely. The orders are out there. It's just not slamming. I was very careful with what I took today. Like I showed you a handful of clips from yesterday. And then I squeezed in a couple of Ubers, a couple of Grubhubs. I did okay with Shipt. Today, again, I did okay with Shipt. Very local. And I just picked up a handful of stuff. A seltzer, a thing of milk, package of cookies. It really wasn't anything, a thing of eggs, thing of cheese, like those last little extras people needed. Baby food, definitely baby food. I got that. And they were fully stocked earlier. I was going to take one more right now and drive it a town away. But that store gets wiped out real quick. And when I was there earlier and we had to wait, me and other customers, for them to unlock. And once they came over to unlock, customers were like taking 2 and 3 of each. The baby food goes really quickly. And I said, well, do I really want to go in and waste my time? I know the store. That was at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Is there going to be any stock at 7:30 at night? Probably not. And there was another order with clothes. Now, earlier today, I went to that one, the Target of Freeport, at least twice. You forget how many you do. I would have to look at it. And I was buying T-shirts for this woman. And she was in touch with me. And they didn't have any mediums. They had extra, extra large or small. Mediums were gone. There was only a couple of larges, and they were kind of big. And she was in touch with me. And they were gone already, like the mediums and the regular larges, gone. Just about in the colors she wanted. So she only got one T-shirt. She was really easygoing. She got a bag of apples and some produce. What else to tell you? I showed you a bunch of clips in this video. It was better than I thought. Now, I believe if I go out tomorrow... I also did a great shop in Merrick at Stop and Shop. I was there twice today. And the second one was a preferred customer. They preferred me as their shopper. His name's Patrick. He's requested, I'm sure he's requested other people, but I'm one of them. And he was like, thank you, exclamation point. And it said estimated tip $17. And he's good with that. So that'll come in a little while. Or is it there already? Maybe it's even there already. I started off the day when I was walking out the door. I'm telling you, keys in hand, pushing cart. Shipt sends me a notification, $17 tip from a couple of days ago. That's what I like about Shipt. Then I got a couple of more. They trickled in throughout my day. I'm really happy I went out. I didn't have to stay out too late. There's orders. I wanted to just come right back home. I didn't waste any time. I drove very little miles. And I earned regular money. So that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really glad I went out. No guilt tomorrow, staying in. That's that. And that's that. I'm going to show you a little clip. And I'll do a voiceover with it. I had a very nice holiday. I had a very nice dinner. I was in bed early. I woke up early. I was just with it. And just cruising along, doing stuff. And sometimes it works out that way. It was just... Nothing was a hassle. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I was also very picky. So have a good one. Until the next time. In a week or two, I'll upload a video about the gigging. And right now, I'm a shipper. And Spark, I tried Spark last week. They sent me a couple of offers and they were horrible. I just didn't take them. You know, I like to shop. I prefer shopping and delivering a lot more over just curbside pickups and driving around. I could work Grubhub and Uber Eats for that when I want to do it. Have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. Been living in my little co-op for 31 years, and I worked in the restaurant business, and I served many people for many years on Thanksgiving. And if I didn't work, I was invited to someone's house. And I'm very grateful for that. And it's always good. However, I've never cooked a turkey meal in my little co-op that I own. So what I did was I bought a 9-pound turkey, frozen turkey from Target, no antibiotics, no steroids, and I crock-potted it. And it just fit into a crock pot that I had. It came out really good. The only thing I would do differently next time, I mean, it's delicious. It really did come out great. The bones, I deboned it. And this is a video that I sent my mom. I would put sliced apples on the bottom of the crock pot the next time I do this. And of course, glaze it, butter it up with old butter, and I put the butter underneath the skin. I might even put apples underneath the skin too next time. But it did come out great. It was worth the time. I made a stuffing in one side, and I wanted some leftovers of my own. And of course, I'm not going to eat all that days in a row. I did put half in the freezer. I made TV dinners. It came out delicious. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I had the time to do it.